Madam Chair, ang office ho namin, the same with the PCTC, same building ho kami. Paliwanag ko lang ho ng short yung opisina din ho namin. Ang Special Envoy ho for Transnational Crime, ang Philippine Center of Transnational Crime, which is the Interpol NCB Manila, sila po yung aming secretariat at yung operational partner.
So may opisina po kayo? Wala?
Meron po, nasa taas po
Ilan
kami.
ang tauhan nyo?
If I'm not mistaken, around 15.
And then kasama ninyo sa pag-representar sa Pilipinas sa iba't ibang lugar?
Opo.
So kung hindi sa ilalim ng PCTC, ang Special Envoy, aling department kayo?
Sorry, Madam Chair.
Hindi naman kayo PCTC, so aling department kayo? DFA?
Hindi po.
Ambassador kasi eh.
Ang amin pong opisina, OSETC and PCTC, are all under the Office of the President.
Pero hiwalay, kasi hindi naman kayo under the PCTC, ano?
Hindi po. Ang PCTC po ang aming secretariat. Sila po yung operational arm namin.
What are the functions? Like you said earlier, you represent the Philippines in different fora, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I see. What is the role that you actually played in the arrest of PRRD and his transport to The Hague? Anong papel po ninyo doon? Kasi lumalabas yung pangalan ninyo sa resibo at yung pag-turnover.
Opo.
Staff, ipakita lamang. Ito, yung transfer of custody, surrender and transfer. Andyan po. At kayo po ang nakapirma. At alam ito ni Secretary Senator Cayetano. Bakit kayo ang nakapirma?
Opo.
Ano po yung papel ninyo ron?
Ganito po yan. Ma'am, I was there to oversee the smooth arrest of the former president. Now,
So, nandun kayo sa Villamor?
po, makikita nyo naman po dun sa mga videos na lumabas.
Hindi ko po maalala kasi hindi ko kilala yung mga tao.
Opo.
doon.
Ngayon, doon naman ho
Madam
sa...
Chair, excuse me, Madam Chair.
Senator Bato.
Since when naging function ng Special Envoy yung pag-oversee ng operations, ng pag-aresto?
Kasi,
I'm sure, Special Envoy ka, trabaho mo is outside. Envoy ka doon para mag-represent. Pero when
Hindi
it
po,
comes to operational matters, kailan naging
Hindi po
trabaho
sa-
mo
hindi-
yung pag-oversee ng operations?
hindi po ako nag-oversee ng operations. Yun lang hong sitwasyon dahil ang PCTC ay ang aming secretariat and operational arm.
Not even the PCTC, I suppose. Because PCTC is, sila lang ang nagkukontrol ng NCB.
Yes,
Diba?
opo.
O sila nagkukontrol ng secretariat.
Opo.
Pero
Sila po yung secretariat namin.
Pagdating sa Interpol, halimbawa, ganito, meron tayong General Assembly ng Interpol. Sino nag-head of delegation?
PCTC.
PCTC?
PCTC.
Ikaw, General Marbil, hindi ka pa ba nag-attend ng national, yung General Assembly ng Interpol?
Sir, umattend po last year po.
Last year.
Opo.
So, sinong head of delegation?
Ang nandun po si General Alcantara po ang kasama po namin.
Because when I was the Chief PNP, lahat ng ang head of delegation, yung Chief PNP. Tapos, head of delegation ng ibang bansa, yung uniform talaga na police agency ng kanilang lugar. Kaya yun yung alam ko, ha. Kasi yung PCTC naman is NCB lang ito. Sila yung NCB. Pero when you say police agency, Chief PNP talaga ang head niya, di ba? At nagkakaroon ng General Assembly, kayo ang nandoon, di ba?
Actually, sir, dun sa ibang country, sir, ang police lang, ang isa lang po ang law enforcement nila. So, usually, the head is the chief ng national police nila. But in
Correct.
in our country, we have so many law enforcement agencies coming from the NBI, the Philippine National Police, of course, ang kasama po namin ni
Kaya
Miguel.
nga
Kasi makita mo, di ba? Pag Interpol General Assembly, hawak kamayan lahat ng mga chief ng puro uniformado yan eh. Puro mga chief ng police agency nila, di ba?
Kaya nakakagulat sa dinami-dami ng police agency na sinabihan ni General Alcantara sa NBI, si Chief PNP, sabi rin ni General Torre, bakit biglang sibilyan at hindi kasali sa law enforcement ang nag-oversee? Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng oversee?
Ma'am, kasi nga ang aming PCTC is our partner, our secretariat. I was there to oversee lang the PCTC, which is
Oversee them?
which is the Interpol NCB Manila.
Madam
Hindi,
Chair.
teka muna, nalilito ako, di ba, nandun ka. Bakit alam mo nang itatangay sa ibang bansa?
Hindi po.
Anong ginagawa mo doon? Na-serve na, nabigay na yung kopya sa lahat. Anong ginagawa mo doon? Anong ginabangan mo?
I was there to assist the executive director, ma'am.
Was the executive director in Villamor?
Naroon po ako. I was in the plane and I was in the 250 in Villamor.
Even without a red notice, nandun na kayo, nag-aabang na.
I had a red diffusion po.
Yes, but the
I had a
diffusion, we
copy.
have already said ad infinitum that this is not an arrest warrant, di ba?
Yes,
Maliwanag na yun.
tama
Ikaw
po yun,
nagpaliwanag
tama
eh. O di,
We had the red diffusion. I had to carry it.
request for information lang, di ba?
Hindi po. Ang red diffusion po is a request, is an international request for international cooperation or an alert. Ang red notice po ay ganon. Ang diffusion po ay ganon din. Pareho lang po.
Eh, ganun nga. Kaya nga, ang...
Yung diffusion po is resorted to if there is urgency, importance, element of time, kaya po nagiging diffusion.
Hindi, ang liwanag naman, action to
Opo.
be taken. Locate lang eh. Locate lang. And possibly arrest with a view to extradition. So, mahaba pang proseso.
Ma'am, can
Pero,
I clarify?
Yes, Senator.
Pa-clarify lang, factual lang, Ambassador Lacanlao. So, you were there to oversee.
Yes,
You
Mr. Sen.
when you say there, you were in Villamor.
The airport. The airport.
Then, did you accompany them on the plane?
Yes,
Yes.
Mr. Senator.
And then, did you stay in the Netherlands?
Yes, I stayed there for 2 days.
Okay, and hindi mo alam na dadalhin siya doon?
Hindi po. Can I make a clarification? That time,
Pwede ko lang itanong, isang hirit lang. Wala ka sa listahan na binigay ni General Alcantara, yung mga nabigyan ng diffusion notice, ano? Wala ka doon sa listahan ng NBI, Chief PNP, wala ka doon sa listahan. Paano man nalaman?
I was informed informally by Executive Director Alcantara.
Informally.
Apo.
So you were also there informally. You had no formal function at the Villamor or the airport sites?
I was there to oversee, ma'am, lang the PCTC. Hanggang PCTC lang po ako. Yun
Okay.
lang po yung aking...
Can I clarify that?
Yes.
So, sabi mo kanina, you were there to oversee. I'll clarify what oversee means. But sabi mo, hindi mo alam na dadalhin siya sa Hague. Pero yet, sumakay ka ng aeroplano, sumama ka, you stayed in the Hague 2 days.
Yes.
And sabi mo, hindi ka alis, nandun ka lang.
Okay, can I
Yes.
explain, Mr. Senator? That time ho kasi, the members or the staff of the Interpol NCV Manila, wala hong available na mga kasamahan natin doon na may passport na ready. So, I volunteered, Mr. Senator. I just want to make clear.
Magsiserve
So,
lang
if you-
kayo ng diffusion? May dala ka pang passport?
Hindi po. Hindi
So,
po.
Kasasabi mo lang eh, yung iba walang passport. Ikaw lang yung may passport, may visa.
Opo.
Kaya alam mo na itatangay sa ibang bansa.
Hindi po. Yung passport po, nasa sasakyan ko lang parati eh. So, kagagaling ko lang po kasi ng Geneva. Kakauwi ko lang ho ng Geneva that time. So, kaya ho yung passport ko, nasa sasakyan ko lang. Hindi pa ho ako nakakapag-unload.
Okay. I was gonna ask that na kung hindi mo alam na dadalhin doon, pero sumama kayo sa 2 days, tapos may passport ka, but nasa kotse mo passport, okay. But you volunteered to accompany, why?
To accompany the former president.
Because, Kailangan, what was the reason? Sabi mo, yung mga kasamahan mo, walang passport.
Hindi po. Wala po akong sinabing kasamahan ko walang passport.
Sorry.
Ang wala pong passport that time, yung mga PCTC
Okay.
members, ma'am, na
Okay.
supposed to be sasama din that time. Wala hong silang available noon.
So were you appointed representative of the PCTC?
Yes.
Were you appointed representative of the Interpol in the Philippines?
That time, I was appointed, yes.
Who appointed you?
The PCTC, Your Honor.
So can on that day?
Yes, sir.
So ibuin natin ha, kayo lang mga militar at polis nakakaintindi ng 3-4 na letra eh. Yung Philippine Center for Transnational Crime. Sir, can you appoint the representative ng Interpol on the spot? Kasama sa powers yon. If I check with Interpol, so kung today, pwedeng ako representative ng Interpol?
Para pong hindi yata kasama sa function ko yun.
Well, kakasabi lang ho ni Ambassador, kayo daw nag-appoint sa kanya.
Kung sabi niya eh.
So, but you're saying it's
Hindi ko nga
not.
maintindihan.
So hindi nyo po,
Tanggapin ko na rin
no.
po, kasi he
Yeah.
is a competent authority.
Yeah, let's, you're under oath, sir.
Oh.
You're under
Did you
oath.
or did you not appoint him as
The good ambassador
representative?
is a competent authority to represent us.
But you
Yes.
did not appoint him.
Hindi question if he's a
Ako, appointing
competent.
authority.
Hindi
You're
ka
not
appointing
appointing,
authority.
okay.
Klaro po yun. Executive Order 265, saan sa buong executive order na nagtatakda na magkaroon ng special envoy, sinasabi na meron kang papel para mag-oversee. Wala kasi akong mabasa
Hindi po.
katulad ni Senator Cayetano eh.
Madam Chair, yun nga po yung relasyon ho namin ng OSCE and PCTC. Sila yung aming Secretariat and
Eh,
Operational.
sekretarya lang ninyo, siya pa ang appointing ninyo.
Hindi
Parang
po,
ang
hindi-
gulo.
hindi po.
Boss ba ninyo yan or utusan?
Hindi po, clear ko lang ho. Kasi that time, wala hong available na members ng PCTC anang may passport noon. So, kaya ho sinabi ko kanina, I volunteered para ho i-accompany ang former president in behalf of the PCTC.
Okay. Ma'am, can I clarify? I'm not going into the supervision, your appointment as special envoy because depende sa presidente, pwedeng iba. Di ba? Kahit presidential advisor, if the president has special advisor on justice, then it's between the president, Secretary Remulla, etc. Ang focus ko, doon sa ikaw ang representative ng Interpol. Kasi sabi mo, yes. Ang sabi po ni Secretary Alcantara, hindi kanya in-appoint. So, sino nag-appoint sa iyo bilang representative ng Interpol?
Nirepresent ko po ang
Yeah,
PCTC.
Or may I clarify?
Yeah, go ahead,
Mr.
sir.
Senator. Kasi traditionally, ang executive director is also the envoy. Ngayon, pinaghiwalay po yung posisyon. Yung ginawa po ng Malacanang, hiniwalay po yung posisyon ng special envoy at ng executive director. Pero dati ho, isa lang yan.
Yeah. But, lihis doon, Sec, sabi kasi ni Ambassador, siya daw ang representative ng Interpol that day ng Pilipinas.
Yung paalis ho pagpunta ho The Hague, siya po yung representative talaga ng Interpol.
Yeah.
Kasi siya lang ho yung may connection sa PCTC. Eh.
But I was asking, who appointed him representative of Interpol?
Ano ho yan? Kasama ho yan sa kanyang appointment.
But he said before that day, hindi siya ang representative ng Interpol.
Pero ano ho ito eh? Kasi yung overseeing function niya, oversight function, kasi parang may oversight po siya sa PCTC. I think that they took it from there. Na siya rin po yung responsible for the PCTC.
Wala rin sa executive
Kasi
order.
nga ano ho
ng
yan eh. Sabi ko nga,
So when-
magkasama ho dati ang posisyon ng executive director tsaka envoy. Si General Alcantara used to be the special envoy and executive director.
And then the representative ng Interpol.
Oh, Interpol.
And exercising oversight powers. Bago lang yun.
Hindi, dati ho isang tao lang nga eh.
Wala eh.
Ginawa
Wala
na
sa
ho, dalawa.
Executive Order 265. Parang above and beyond na sa...
Hindi, special ho yan.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Ma'am, just to point.
the executive has the power
so when
to
he
do that.
when you signed dito sa ICC, you were signing as what?
As the Interpol NCB Manila representative. Your
Ang nakalagay po dito, you're signing as in behalf of the Republic of the Philippines, not as Interpol.
Kasi po nung that time, yung representative ng ICC na kausap ko, naka-print na po yung,
Yeah,
yung
so,
government. So,
Sir,
but it
are
was-
you a college graduate?
Yes, sir.
No. Any college graduate, pag pinapirma ka tapos mali, kahit printed, you'd cross it out. Then you would put, so pag nakalagay doon, Alang Cayetano, congressman, pipirma ako o i-cross out ko yung congressman, lalagay ko senator. Kung nakalagay doon, Alang Cayetano, single, may asawa na ako, hindi ako papagalitan ng asawa ko, kung hindi ko i-cross out, lalagay ko doon na ano. Di ba? So wag tayo magpilosopohan dito. So why did you sign in behalf of the Philippine government if you weren't representing the government and you were representing Interpol?
Medyo mataas na ho kasi yung ano noon pagod na din kami. Tapos ang request ng ICC staff that time nagre-request sila na kunin na ng medical team. Hindi ho kasi ma-perform yung medical assistance to the former president. Yun ho yung dahilan yan.
Ang dahilan, pagod kayo?
Hindi po, nagkakagulo na din ho nun. Mataas na din po yung sitwasyon.
Pakisabi ng totoo.
Opo,
We are
ma'am.
all under oath.
Yes, ma'am. Ang mataas na rin.
Paliwanag mong maigi. Representative ka ba ng Pilipinas or representative ng Interpol? Pipili ka lang.
Nirepresent ko po ang Interpol NCB Manila.
So mali itong papel na to. Sabihin mo sa akin.
Yun hong...
Kasi nag-iiba. Isa sinungaling,
po,
isa totoo.
Yun ang clear ho sa
Ma'am,
ICC.
Pwede kong linawin lang.
Hindi, siguro hayaan muna natin. Hayaan natin na ipaliwanag. Alam naman niya
Alam ho kasi malinaw ho sa pag-uusap namin ng ICC staff na I represent the Interpol NCB Manila.
Pero hindi maliwanag dito sa nakasulat. Government of the Republic of the Philippines.
It's part of the government, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Hindi, Interpol Sabi niya, nandun siya bilang Interpol
Ma'am, Madam Chair, yung Interpol po kasi, the Interpol NCB Manila, it's under the Philippine government.
Sorry, Mama. Kasi if that's your interpretation, then the government cooperated with ICC.
In the surrender.
No, I'm not trying to trap you. I'm trying to understand. Kasi nga, when you do something, you can do it in different capacities. So, international organization, yon. So, for example, Sarah here was the regional director for the International Organization on Migration, but she's a Filipino. Now, if she was special envoy noon, she has to say which one. Kasi one is a UN body, or at least a UN-recognized organization. The other one is Philippine government. So, di ba, hindi pwedeng you're signing. Ang problema kasi yung sabi mo, malinaw sa ICC at malinaw sa akin, Interpol. Pero ang pirma mo, in behalf of the government. Kasi ang masusunod yung dokumentong pinirma mo, hindi yung intention nyo Diba? So kung ang sabi natin, listo, naintindihan ko, pinirmahan natin sale. O pagdating sa korte, ano unang impression mo? It's a sale.
Opo.
Because yun ang pinirmahan nyo. Diba? So kaya nga pagdating dito, there are many other questions like yung sinabi ko sa inyong number 8, which is, was he brought, did the person receive legal assistance during national proceeding? Ikaw nagsabing he received legal assistance during national proceeding. What was that proceeding?
No, Your Honor, Mr.
Ambassador,
Senator.
ang dami-dami mong pinirmahan dito tungkol sa doktor, tungkol sa immediate family, tungkol sa legal counsel. Lahat to sinang-ayunan mo. Lahat ito hindi totoo.
Hindi po.
Kasi
ganito.
pagod na po kayo.
Hindi po. Kung maaari ho, ma-explain ko. Una ho, yung tinatanong nyo regarding ho dun sa... Kasi that time, I was waiting for the official certification from the Department of Justice. So, medyo wala hong internet that time. So, yung yan ho yung sinulat nila. Yun naman ang sinagot ko. So, nung after few minutes, nag-request ako ng internet na print, binigay ko sa ICC yung certification from the Department of Justice.
Sino nagsulat niyan? Kaninong handwriting yan? Kasi parang naiba sa sulat mo.
Ma'am, sa ICC, ma'am.
Tapos pinirmahan mo na lang yung sinulat ng ICC.
Pinakikita naman yan nung nagpapalitan kami ng...
So, sang-ayon kayo sa lahat ng sinulat?
Opo, ma'am.
Ganon. So, yun yung papel mo doon? Ano pa yung ginampanan mong papel? Kasi sabi mo, sinamahan mo si Presidente Duterte sa eroplano. Pagkatapos, nung sinorender mo na at yan ang pinirmahan mo bilang kinatawan ng ating pamahalaan, ano pa yung iba pang papel mo? Ano pang ginampanan
Wala na
mong
po.
papel?
Wala na po, ma'am.
Pero nagdalawang araw ka pa ron eh.
Hindi po, ma'am. Nag-aantay kasi doon din kami sumakay sa same plane pabalik po ng Pilipinas.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Bato, nagugulat lang ako, na-speechless ako. Dineliver ninyo sa ICC pero hindi ninyo alam? Paano hindi ninyo
Hindi po,
alam?
alam po namin, ma'am, regarding dun sa ICC. Ang hindi ko po, balikan ko ho yung unang pag-uusap, kaya hindi alam. Nung unang pagdating sa airport, totally wala po akong alam nung pagdating ko sa airport. Naiya.
Sa naiya.
Opo.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Bato.
Pwede malaman, Ambassador, kung kailan ka appoint as special envoy
Ah,
against national crime?
July 2024, Mr. Senator.
Alam ninyo, gusto ko lang tignan yung pinirmahan mo kasi maraming kabulastugan dito. Hindi ko maintindihan sa screen. The date, bakit hindi mo alam?
Hindi po. Yung number 8 po, that time, kagaya ho ng sinabi ko kanina, I'm just waiting for the certification from Department of Justice.
Yung certification dumating pa ng March 12 eh.
Hindi po. Na dumating po on the same day, mga siguro 10 minutes.
Pwede ninyong pakita sa amin kasi yung certification na binigay ng DOJ sa amin, March 12 ang nakasulat.
Yun po yung certification na binigay ko po. Yung date lang po, siguro kasi that was March 11. Pero yung...
Hindi, date, time, and location.
Opo. Yung certification ho na yon, na-send ho sa akin nung nandun kami mismo, nasa eroplano pa, ng paglapag ho namin sa Hague.
At sinabi dito, before the competent National Judicial Authority. So, ibig sabihin, Pilipino. Husgadong Pilipino, tama ba? Judicial Authority. Hindi mo rin alam? Kasi sabi dito, do not know eh.
Ayun po yung sinagot ko kasi I was waiting that time.
Paano hindi mo alam eh? Alam mo, mula nung dumating na talaga naman hindi pinayagan makita yung abogado, hindi pinayagan pumunta sa Pilipinong husgado, hindi pinayagan lumabas. Bakit mo sinasabing do not know? Nandun ka, nakababad ka, hanggang sa Hague, nandun ka eh.
Ma'am, that time, na nandun po yung mga abogado niya. In fact, 3 po yung abogado.
Hindi, walang abogadong sinasabi sa number 8 na pinirmahan mo before the competent National Judicial Authority. Ang sinabi mo, hindi mo alam.
So, yun ho kasing certification, yung details, nandun po sa DOJ certification. Yun ho yung inaantay ko that time. Medyo nagkaroon lang ho ng delay nung sa pagpasok kasi sa problema ho sa internet.
Ano? Kailan dumating yung DOJ certification?
On the same day po, nung nasa eroplano kami.
Before?
Iyan po, after po ng sign, kasi hindi ho makapasok.
December 12 ha, ang nakadate. Parang nagugulat ako. March.
Opo.
Natataranta ako, nagugulat.
Hindi po, ma'am. Madam Chair, pumasok po yung certification on the same day. Medyo nagkaroon lang.
Hindi, March 12 ang nakasabi. Paano mo natanggap? Excuse me, yung nagko-coach, nahihirapan po kami.
Ma'am, I think the best person to answer that would be
Abogado po
the
kayo?
person who issued the certification is here.
Yes, I think Prosecutor Fadulion, we're referring to the same certification of March 12. Is that correct?
That is correct, Madam Chair.
If it's all right, I think Attorney Martin Delgra is now online. Committee Secretary, if you'll administer the oath, please. Nasaan si Attorney Delgra?
I'm here, Madam Chair.
Yes, where are you
I'm
physically
present,
located?
Via Zoom.
Nasa
I'm
Hague pa
actually
po
at the
kayo?
Hague, the Netherlands.
Mukhang malamig ang damit nyo eh.
Opo, medyo, I'm not used to this kind of weather po.
Sige, yes, Secretary, please.
Attorney Delgra, kindly raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in the Senate investigation?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you very much, Attorney Delgra. You said you had some questions for Ambassador Lacanilao. Please proceed.
If I may, Madam Chair, just a very short opening statement, because I have been listening to the proceedings earlier, especially on what Ambassador Lacanilao said, as well as General Torres' statement made earlier. But before that, if I may make a very short opening statement, if I may be allowed.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. I thank the Senate Committee for inviting me in today's hearing. At the outset, it is our humble submission that the Senate Committee and eventually Congress to craft meaningful legislation, among others, on making persons liable who bring, cause to bring, or forced to bring Filipinos out of the country without legal or proper travel documents. We understand that under current legislation, I may not be properly informed, but it is only the person who travel or attempt to travel illegally abroad who is personally liable. In the case of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, he has vehemently objected his transport to The Hague, the Netherlands. When General Torre and his PNP personnel were finally able to surround and secure the person of the former president and eventually into the plane and to The Hague, he loudly objected, and I quote, "You have to kill me to bring me to The Hague." He said that at least twice. That said, the former president, he has consistently said that he will face any case that may be filed against him in the Philippines in relation to his administration campaign against illegal drugs. Another point that I would like to state here for the record for the Senate Committee to consider is to review the consistent government policy to assist any Filipino harassed, arrested, detained, or even convicted abroad for whatever cases filed against them, extending in any legal assistance, including the repatriation of its citizens to the Philippines. Very recently, three Filipinos were detained in China, but were assisted by the Philippine government through this administration. And I think 2 or 3 days ago, 15 Filipinos whose cases were dismissed in Qatar, crediting this administration's assistance to our kababayan. What is upsetting and mind-boggling to me is that we have an elderly Filipino citizen, an 80-year-old Filipino, who was arrested and detained in the Philippines, allegedly by virtue of a foreign, not a local warrant, and forcibly brought out of the country to be brought to trial in a foreign court. And that is my opening statement, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And
You
that's
had a
precisely
question?
why what the government, Ambassador Lacanilao is saying is utterly untrue, as well as what General Torre have said earlier about the doctor.
Ano po ang nangyari sa pakiwari ninyo? Kasi sinasabi ninyo hindi totoo yung sinabi ni Ambassador Lacanilao at ni General Torre. Ano ba talaga ang nangyari?
Just to give context, Madam Chair, in the same way that Senator Bongo was not allowed entry when we arrived at the NAIA 3 terminal and to talk to the former president, but he was eventually brought to Villamor, we were able to follow the former president to Villamor. Apparently, the guards at Villamor were not able to see who else were in the convoy, so we were able to get in. Unfortunately for Senator Bongo and the rest, including some lawyers, they were not able to get in, despite their request that they be able to see the president. That said, I was there all throughout the day until the time he left in the evening. And Ambassador Lacanilao was there as well inside the Villamor Air Base. So as to the question number 8 of that information on the surrender and transfer of the detained person referring to the former president, hindi naman po masabi. Let's take away the certification mentioned by the DOJ because he has personal knowledge of the fact that the former president was never transferred or brought to a national competent judicial authority in the Philippines. So he knows it for a fact. He does not have to wait for a DOJ certification to answer the question asked of him by an ICC representative.
Tama naman.
In the matter of-
Ambassador Lacanila, gusto niyo
Yes.
sagutin? Kasi nandun ka mula pa sa eroplano hanggang sa The Hague, 2 days after pa. Pwede niyong sagutin yung tinatanong ni Ambassador Delgra. Alam mo naman hindi mo kailangan ng certification, di ka naman kinakailangan mag-antay pa
Nung tinurn over ko po, yung certification, may communication na po kami. Yung certification, yun nga lang ho, nagkakaroon ho ng delay na ma-receive ko.
Certification ang pinag-uusapan mo,
Opo,
yung
opo.
pinirmahan mo, Competent National Judicial Authority. Hindi nga dinala sa husgadong Pilipino Alam mo naman yun Kasama ka all along Oversee nga ang ginagawa mo. Di alam mo lahat.
Madam Chair, may
Yes,
I follow up with that,
Senator Bato.
follow up on that question? Ito, very clear yung sagot mo dito Do not know. Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala sa judicial authority.
Yun hong certification ho ng DOJ ang ano ho dyan.
Sige ka-insist nung certification ng DOJ. Ang tinatanong dito, competent judicial authority. Korte. Korte ang ibig sabihin nito. So alam mo ba na dinala siya sa korte o hindi? RTC Pasay or RTC Paranaque?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam? Hindi mo alam?
Kasi yung
magkasama
tinatanong...
kayo,
Hindi,
di ba?
nandun ka, di ba? Sabi mo, ikaw nag-converse
ang ano ko nga po dyan yung certification niya. Ngayon, yung
Wala naman to
regarding...
kinalaman sa certification. Dinala ba sa husgado o hindi?
Hindi ko
Yes
po
or
alam.
no? Hindi mo alam? Kasama ka the whole time hanggang sa Hague.
Nandun ka sa...
Oy, magsabi ka ng
Opo,
totoo.
opo.
We're all under oath here.
Yes, madam.
So alam mo kung dinala
Alam
siya
mo,
o
hindi
hindi?
mo alam.
Hindi ko po alam. Kasi hindi
Paano
naman ho
hindi
ako...
mo alam? Binantayan mo mula nung dumating mula sa Hong Kong, sa airport, dinala sa Villamor, dinala sa The Hague. Kasama ko all throughout.
Opo.
Pag sinabi mong di mo alam, you are lying. You are lying. Eh, nandun ka all the time Hindi mo alam na dinala siya sa korte? Hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Senator.
May I clarify?
I think we should ask Attorney Delgra, what do you think of the answer given that he was not aware of any information regarding the competent National Judicial Authority that he signed on to? Pwede bang mangyari yon, Attorney Delgra?
I join the observation of Senator Bato that the Ambassador Lacanilao is lying. Kasi all he needs to know is whether the former president was brought out of Villamor and brought to a local court. We don't have to skirt and hide behind a DOJ certification to attest to the fact as to whether he was brought to a local court or not. He was there all throughout as he has in fact admitted. So all he has to do is hindi po inilabas yung former president to be brought to a local court. I think that would have been sufficient for him to say. But he keeps on saying that he does not know.
Kasi ang
That's the
tamang
problem.
sagot, no. Hindi po ba? Ang tamang sagot, no. At alam niyang no. Kailanman hindi dinala sa husgado. Tama po ba?
I agree with that, Madam Chair, that the proper answer to this question would have been no.
Thank you, Attorney Delgra. Ambassador Lacanilao?
Yes, ma'am. Still, ma'am, yung nasabi ko po...
You still didn't know, in spite of overseeing the entire operation for both the Interpol and the entire government of the Philippine Republic. Tama?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Hindi mo pa rin alam.
Madam Chair, last chance mo, Ambassador Lacanilaw. We are giving you the chance to say the truth.
Opo. Nagsasabi
hindi mo
po
alam?
ako ng totoo. Hindi, opo.
Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala.
Opo.
Nasaan
Ikaw
ka
nag-oversee
sa
doon?
airport? Saan ka doon sa airport? Nandun ka sa picture?
Dun ho sa tube.
Oh.
Tapos,
O, sa tube ka pa?
Sa tube.
Sumalubong
Mula
ka
sa
doon sa
tube.
aeroplano, sa tube. Hanggang dinala siya sa Billabor, kasama ka.
Sa 250?
Oh,
Sa 250, umalis ho ako eh.
saan ka pumunta?
Dun ho sa likod, kasi meron hong waiting area dun
Sa
sa
likod
likod.
lang.
Sa likod
pero
lang,
hindi
pero-
ka umalis.
So, hindi na ho ako nag-intervene after nun eh.
Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala.
Hindi po.
Madam Chair, I think this resource person is lying.
Yes, that seems clear. Secretary Remulla, you wanted to add to the false testimony
Ma'am, again,
here.
the form that was made to, that he was made to answer is an extradition form. That's why the requirements that it's asking for are questions about extradition. But this is a surrender. It's a very
Yes.
different process that happened.
Yes, we've heard that argument before. Thank you, Secretary.
Aside from that form, kinonfirm niya ngayon, ilang beses siya sinasabi na hindi daw talaga niya alam na dinala sa korte o hindi.
And
Madam Chair.
I don't think they would have accepted him in the ICC if there was no certification from the DOJ at that time, because the certification was acceptable to the ICC because the DOJ is deemed a competent judicial authority by the ICC. We're not claiming to be,
Since
but
when
under the
did
system,
the DOJ become a judicial
No,
authority?
under the system of the ICC.
Justice Ascuna, I
As
think
Justice
I'll
Ascuna
need your
said,
help here.
the
Mukha namang,
Prosecutor General-
inaako na ng executive ang judicial
The
power.
prosecutor,
Parang malabo na to.
Ma'am, the prosecutor in the ICC setup is part of the court. And that's why they're considered competent judicial authority, if I can understand it
Pero kung
properly.
maaalala
I
natin,
think we can ask Justice Ascuna.
ang saligang batas na sinumpaan natin, wala namang ganun.
Yes,
Ang
ma'am.
court, maliwanag yung
It's the
Supreme
understanding of
Court.
the ICC I'm explaining, ma'am.
Ay, nakakatuwa naman to. Saan tayo mauuwi ng ganito? Ngayon, ang DOJ na ang korte. Ganon.
No, ma'am, no. It's just the understanding of the ICC. that
Please
the
make up your mind. Sabi mo, you have judicial power.
No, we
And
don't have
you're the
judicial power.
competent
Don't put
national judicial
here we don't
authority.
put words into action that were not really said. What we're saying is that
I
is the
think the
understanding
same
of the
statement
ICC.
was made by your ASEC or USEC Clavano.
Yes, that is the understanding that the ICC has of the function of a prosecutor, because under their system, a prosecutor is part of the court and thus competent judicial authority. That is the ICC's way
And the same
of treating
prosecutor was in
a
fact
prosecutor.
Filipino?
Well,
Sabi,
to their
national.
understanding, it's competent judicial
Yung
authority
ICC
under the ICC.
prosecutor na Pakistani English naging Pinoy?
Well,
Sure ka?
ma'am, they have a different way of looking at judicial authority in the ICC. That's why the
Looking,
form.
isang tingin lang makikita mo, hindi naman Pilipino yung prosecutor nila, pambira naman.
Madam Chair, I just would like to advise Ambassador Lacanilaw that, alam mo, kami dito, hindi kami nagsasite in contempt porque ayaw namin yung sagot mo. Hindi po namin ugali yan dito. Kaya huwag kang maglala, hindi kita cite in contempt. Hindi ako magmumosyon. Hindi ako magmumosyon na cite in contempt ka. Fair kami dito lumaban. Fair ang labanan dito. At hindi po kami mag-abuso sa aming power. Huwag kang maglala. Gusto ko lang. Kaya pinaulit-ulit ko. Kasi gusto ko lang talaga na magsabi ka ng totoo. Pero kung yun ang totoo as far as you are concerned, then okay lang sa akin yun. Sige lang. But hindi po kami abusado dito ha. Na ikakontempt ka kahit porque hindi ko gusto yung sagot mo. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat, nagtitiisan tayo. Si ASEC Miko Clavano, sinabi nung March 13, ang naging role namin ay National Competent Judicial Authority to attest na lahat ng proper processes ay ginawa. Paano naman nangyari
That's a certification that we made, which was acceptable to the ICC, because under their system, the Prosecutor General is part of the court. or the main
Part of the
prosecutor,
ICC, but
the
it's
ICC
hardly
court.
a Filipino court. It's hardly a national court, Secretary.
It's an equivalent to them. For them, it's equivalent. That's why they accepted. If they accepted the turnover of the
Equivalent is not
president,
the same po.
it's not the same. But it was acceptable to them because that's how their system works.
Okay. Let's now delve deeper into the circumstances surrounding the arrest. I give up it's falsehood upon falsehood. General Torre, when were you assigned as the head of the CIDG?
Kami ang boses ng masa, hindi natatakot. Katotohanan lang, di kami nalulunod. Walang bahid ng sismis, lahat ay totoo. Kahit sino ka pa, pag mali ka babanatan ka. Walang pinipili kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan, di matitinag, di matatakot. Para sa bayan, tuloy ang sigaw. Sa harap ng kamera, walang halong takot. Mga baluktot, lahat kayo'y tutumba. Ang hustisya at totoo, yun lang ang mahalaga. Kahit sinong harang, di kami matitinag. Walang pinipiling kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan, di matitinag, di matatakot. Para sa bayan, tuloy ang sigaw. Kung nasa tama ka, ikaw ay aming kasama. Pero pag mali ka, handa ka na bang mabasag? Banateros kami, walang inuunan. Dahil bayan muna, bago ang sarili. Bago ang sarili.